Hare Krishna.
ये क्या बांध देते हो इतना थोड़ा सा
Today, in the most auspicious day of Deepavali Amavasya, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. First of all, I would like to welcome everybody present here, particularly His Holiness Gopalkrsna Goswami Maharaj and His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, and also we have let's see His Holiness Prabhuji Charu Swami Maharaj. So to observe the Sanyas ceremony of two candidates of Sri Krishna Balaram Mandir, they joined here and they got training and they served here for a long time. Finally, after waiting long time, so both of them, Brother Sundar is laughing. So after waiting for long time, finally they are taking sannyas today in the most auspicious month and the most spiritual place in Vrindavan in month of Kartik, and it is Deepavali Amavasya day. So Sri Radha Samsundar Prabhu is going to be awarded by sannyas by His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, and Sri Gopendra Das Brahmachari will be awarded sannyas by His Holiness Gopalkrsna Goswami Maharaj on behalf of H.H. Swami Maharaj. So we are now going to start the ceremony. So again I would like to welcome all of you, all the senior devotees, Prabhupada disciples and many sannyasis and many brahmacharis, those are here. Please bless these two candidates that they can perform their sannyas dharma throughout their life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
केवल गोपेंद्र कृष्ण स्वामी हाँ अच्छा
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me clearly? I have a very bad throat.
आवाज क्लियर आ रहा है
I have a very bad throat. Hare Krishna.
रिपीट कर दीजिएगा
Om Gyanti Mandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Shri Chaitanya Manavesna Sarvadamena Vayarupa Kadamaya Nadi Lamrani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Munishananda Shri Vedada Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna. Is it okay if I have somebody repeat what I say? Because I don't have much of a voice. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I have a very soft voice. Hare Krishna. So I'm going to speak and Vaishnava Maharaj will repeat what I say. Is that okay? I've lost my voice. Hare Krishna. So this auspicious ceremony is being performed in a very auspicious place. So there is auspicious in Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This auspicious ceremony being performed on a very auspicious day at a very auspicious location.
This is very auspicious day, and this place is also very auspicious.
In front of the Krishna Balaram temple. And in that ceremony, 2 devotees from the Vrindavan temple
So
are taking energy.
the Sanyas ceremony, but 2 devotees in ISKCON Vrindavan temple.
Radha Shamsundara and Gopal.
Radha Shamsundara Prabhu and Gopendra Prabhu.
Can you all hear clearly the translation? No.
They lead the translation. Shall I speak in Hindi?
No.
That's okay.
Okay. So, Bhakti Gopendra Das is an initiate disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami.
So Gopendra Das is the disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami.
So I'm just offering him sannyas on behalf of Bhakti Charu Swami.
So Maharaj telling he is doing this sannyas, giving the sannyas order to Gopendra Prabhu on behalf of Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj.
Bhakti Charu Swami was a very senior devotee of our movement. Bhakti Charu Swami
Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj
was a very senior
बहुत
devotee.
वरिष्ठ भक्त थे. He was a senior devotee in this movement.
And he served Prabhupada in a very nice way.
उन्होंने प्रभुपाद जी को he served Prabhupada in a very nice way.
He built a beautiful temple in Ujjain, printed all the books in Bengali, and
Translated all the Prabhupada books in Bengali
he
language.
was a very active preacher of it.
He was an active preacher too.
I want to start this class by reading a verse from Bhagavatam and the purport. This verse is from the 11th
I think we
canto.
will start this class by reading a text and purport from Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes, read it. Read it also.
चश्मा
This text is from 11th canto, chapter 23, text 27. एकांश आस्थाय परात्मनिष्ठा अध्यासितां पूर्व तमेर महर्षि अहं करिष्यामि दुरंत पारम तमो मुकुंदा श्रीपय. Translation: I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nations by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by the previous Acharya who were fixed in the firm
This was approved by the previous acharyas who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Read the translation again. Translation.
Translation: I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nations by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by the previous acharyas who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
You feel like
Purport: This verse is quoted by Krishnadas Kaviraj in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 3, text 6. Srila Prabhupada comments as follows. In connection with this verse, which is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 11:23-57, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that of the 64 items required for rendering devotional service, acceptance of the symbolic marks of sannyas is a regulative principle. If one accepts the sannyas order, his main business is to devote his life completely to the service of Mukunda, Krishna. If one does not completely devote his mind and body to the service of the Lord, he does not actually become a sannyasi. It is not simply a matter of changing dress. In Bhagavad Gita 6.1, it is also stated, Anashita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. One who works devotedly for the satisfaction of Krishna is a sannyasi. The dress is not sannyas, but the attitude of service to Krishna is.
Read more. Read more. Read more. Oh, that's perfect.
The word Paratmanistha means being a devotee of Lord Krishna. Paratma, the Supreme Person, is Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Those who are completely dedicated to the lotus feet of Krishna in service are actually sannyasis. As a matter of formality, the devotee accepts the sannyas dress as previous acharyas did. He also accepts the three dandas. Later, Vishnu Swami considered that accepting the dress of the Tridandi was Paratmanistha.
Excuse me.
Therefore,
Hare Krishna. Panchagora. I have a disciple, body of a disciple.
The body of Devakinandan Prabhu, disciple of His Holiness Gopalkrsna Maharaj, who departed from this world last night, also arrived in front of Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi Mandir.
Lokanath Swami, you can give a lecture on this.
Maharaj can give the lecture and then Maharaj will go and then come back.
What to do? What should I do? Passed away last night.
Okay. So there is a lecture given by Srila Prabhupada when His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj was accepting the renounced order from Srila Prabhupada. So we have the 1975. So we have the 10 minutes recording, so that we will play here now. So it was here in the Krishna Balaram Mandir courtyard. So we will play that lecture for 10 minutes and after that we will proceed for our rest of the program. Hare Krishna.
Which way are you going to go out? Dharmatma? How are you going to go out?
Vedanta Samastaya, Paratmanistha. This sannyas life means simply devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no other business. We have got, according to our Varnashram system, Varna and Ashram, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, and Ashram, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Banaprastha, Sanyas. As we are discussing Vishnu Padopasarvan. The whole system is how to approach the lotus feet of Vishnu. So this is the last ceremonial performance. Ikan samasthaya Parapanistha Vishnu, to keep firm faith in it. So it is not a new thing. Purvatamai Upasikam Mahadvi. Before us, there were so many exalted acharyas, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimmat, and in our line, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, our process is to follow the predecessor Acharya. Mahajana Jina Gatasya Pantha. That is the way. So, although you are a young man, there are many difficulties to keep sannyas. But if you keep faith, full faith in Krishna, the Maya will not be able to touch you. Devi Jesha Gunavayi Mama Maya Durataya. Maya is very strong. But if we, Mami was a Prapadanti, if we keep ourselves fully surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Maya will not be able to counteract this process. So you should always keep yourself fixed up in Krishna consciousness. It is not very difficult. Strictly follow the rules and regulations and chant Hare Krishna mantra as many times. For sannyasi, you should increase. Then you will fix up and go on preaching. Preaching is also not very difficult because you haven't got to manufacture anything. Everything is there. And it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took sannyas very early age, 24 years old only. So he has practically shown by his activities how to preach Krishna consciousness all over the world. And he gives order to everyone. Amar Agnai Guru Haiya Taro Ei Desh. In whichever country you may live, it doesn't matter. Try to deliver them by becoming their guru. The sannyas is supposed to be guru of all other divisions. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. Sannyas is the topmost stage. So if you become guru, teacher, remembering the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he will never fall down. He will save you. And how one becomes guru, that is also very easy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. You haven't got to manufacture anything. Simply, you try to repeat the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Upadesh. Not only Bhagavad Gita, there are many other instructions, especially Bhagavad Gita. So if you simply carry the message of Bhagavad Gita, then you become Guru. Don't manufacture anything, then you will spoil. Simply stick primarily Manvana Bhava Madbhakta Madhyari Maganapastu. Everyone can say it. Krishna says that you always think of me. So you can repeat only. You can say to others, my dear sir, please think of Krishna. It doesn't require very much education. Simply, just like a peon, they carry the message. Sir, you always think of Krishna, Manvana. Then you become Guru. If you follow it strictly, you also think of Krishna yourself. And you teach others. My dear sir, my only request is that you think of Krishna. Nobody will kill you. Everyone will, if he doesn't follow, he will appreciate you. The Sanyas are very nice. They are advising to think of Krishna. Then you become Guru. Simple thing. Manvana, Samamata. And anyone who thinks of Krishna, gradually he becomes a devotee of Krishna. Manvana Bhava Madbhakta Madhyari. You worship me. Here is the temple. And anyone can worship Krishna. And Krishna is satisfied simply with a little flower and little water. Patram pushpam phalam tuyam tumi bhaktya. It is not expensive. Anyone can bring little flower, little fruit, little tulsi leaf and offer to Krishna. Mangala vastu. If you cannot do anything, simply offer your obeisances. Krishna, I am so poor, I cannot even secure a little fruit, flower and water. That is not possible. Everyone can secure this. Patram pushpam phalom and offer to Krishna and offer your obeisance. If you simply know Krishna and surrender unto Him, then you become a Vedanta, real Vedanta. Vedaishta sarvai aham. So always keep this kind of beauty was entrusted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the Indians. Bharat bhumite manusya janma haila ja, janma sarthak kari karo paro bhoga. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. That every Indian should learn what is this Krishna consciousness and preach it all over the world. That is his order. But our Indians are not taking care of it. Therefore, it doesn't matter Indian or European or American, who will carry the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will be benefited, he will be glorified. So, don't be hesitating, because the soul is neither Indian nor American. Aham Brahmasmi. Every one of us, we are part and parcel of Krishna, and our position is Brahma, Brahma Bhuta Prasanna. So from that platform, you go on preaching Krishna consciousness by executing the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He will be glorified, the country will be glorified, the whole world will benefit. Thank you.
ठीक है, यही दूसरी बात, परंतु बहुत आजा पर हुआ है दूसरे की बाइक का रुपये का काम कर रही है, जितना मर्जी तुम देना चाहो उतना दे दो भाई, 200 करो।
I should speak. Hari, Hari.
Hari. It's not that good. That sound was better. Huh? Hari, 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 Hari. Someone working on the system. Hari, Hari. Hari. Oh, this is Amadhyanatminandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitan Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya namne Gauratvishe namaha Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Gaudodaye Pushpavanto Chitro Shamdo Tamonudo Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajeshatanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Brajavadu Vargenaya Kalpita Srimad-Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradharo Na Paraha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare First of all, I welcome all the assembled devotees and well, we are very senior devotees, GBCs and Sanyasis and Prabhupada disciples in attendance. Hari Hari. Guru Prasad Maharaj, Jija Pancha Gauda Prabhu, Shruta Kirti Prabhu, Dadi Bhaksha Prabhu, Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu, Guru Dev Prabhu, my god brother, oh, they are all my god brothers. Devaki Nandan Prabhu, and Kritu Prabhu, Radha Raman, Swami Maharaj, and it's a big long list. I do not want to, well, take your time mentioning the names of all those who are present. Well, attendance is a huge one. We have courtyard or temple full of devotees. Normally big gatherings are in the marriage parties, the marriage ceremony. But here in the land of Goswamis, we have a big gathering in Sanyas ceremony also. And then I was thinking, those who attend the marriage, those who are not married, they make some plans for getting married. Matchmaking also happens. They feel inspired by someone getting married. I wish I would. So I hope and pray, likewise, you would also get inspiration to take sannyas one day. All right, let's go for vanaprastha one day. Hari Hari. Kamyanam nyasam sannyasam. In fact, some may in a formal way take sannyas, and others may not undergo that formality. However, it is essential for every single soul to do the kamyanam nyasam, sannyasam. Lord Krishna has described in 18th chapter, which is also sometimes called sannyas yoga, renunciation, that one has to become free from kamyanam nyasam, renounce kama vasana. And that is how we all become eligible to attain Krishna. Go back to Krishna happens then when this kamyanam nyasam sannyasam. So that kind of sannyas everyone has to take one of these days or years, or at least before we give up this body. Anyway, I did not really meant to say that, but I just said it. So you just heard Prabhupada's talk. I thought today's talk would be the keynote speaker would be Srila Prabhupada. So I arranged the same talk that was delivered right here in this courtyard. That talk resounded. I was reminded of the resounding of that talk. 1975, 6th of December, some 48 years ago, Prabhupada delivered that talk. Well, these are the details. While it was myself and Sridhar Swami Maharaj, he was Sridhar, and Prithu Putra from France, and Sridhar Swami from Canada, and Lokanath Swami from India, who were awarded sannyas here. That time Prabhupada's asana was where normally we have Guru Puja, and Prabhupada sits there, so that's where the asana and the Yagyashala was right here. And for sure that day the gathering was not anywhere near the gathering that we are observing and enjoying also today. So we will be doing that. Prabhupada gave us sannyas mantra, which we are going to give that very soon. Prabhupada asked to go change your clothes, wear new sannyas suit, which is three-piece suit, including kopin and uttariya and the dhoti. We just walked in right this room here and changed our clothes, and we were back. Hari Hari. And well, so much to say. So after the ceremony was over, we had gone to Srila Prabhupada's quarter to see whether he wants to give us some new names. To which Prabhupada said, add Swami to your names. Everything simple. He was keeping it simple. Keep it simple. And any particular area that you would like us to go to, South, Africa or Siberia, or you go to Bombay, Prabhupada said. Myself and Sridhar were from Bombay. You go to Bombay and continue preaching there. And Pritupitra goes to Europe, France. Any special blessing, Srila Prabhupada, on this? Maharaj is here. Then Prabhupada said, Man mana bhava mada bhakto, that he had repeated several times in the talk, his Sanyas initiation talk, which we have heard. Prabhupada repeated that. Man mana bhava mada bhakto madhyadi mam namaskuru. And Srila Prabhupada said, Hari Hari, attention, Prabhupada is saying, if you just do these 4 things, man mana. One time Prabhupada had also said, another time, we follow 4 regulative principles. So devotees were expecting that Prabhupada would say, no meat eating, no interpreter, like that. But that time Prabhupada said, after saying, we follow 4 regulative principles, man mana, 1. Mad Bhakto, 2, like that, 4 principles Prabhupada repeated. So he repeated in his quarter, and he said those, if you follow this, you will be successful. By executing this order, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order, you will be glorified, the country will be glorified, and the whole world will benefit by just doing these 4 things. Man mana, remember me, become my devotee, worship me and offer obeisances. And he said, without being duplicitous, he emphasized, no duplicity, without being duplicitous. If you follow these 4 principles strictly, you will be successful, glorified, the country will be glorified, the whole world would be glorified. Hari Hari. So we had, after our sannyas, and I'll just say a few more Prabhupada memories or stories, well, not exactly stories. So when we were back in Bombay, myself and Sridhar, we got to stay in the same building, same floor as Srila Prabhupada. He used to stay in one particular building in the back. Those buildings are not there now, but there are quite a few buildings in the back. So we were kind of promoted from Brahmachari ashram to Prabhupada quarters. That became our sannyas ashram. On one side of that floor, Prabhupada was residing, and the other side we were staying. Well, quickly, one time Prabhupada said, why is Sridhar not carrying dand all the time? I used to carry my dand all the time. But Prabhupada, he's not carrying, what? Why is he not carrying? So I thought this must be important to Prabhupada, and so I had been carrying dand even to this day. But this is not the same dand. This is that dand was made from bamboos from Vrindavan and was very heavy duty, which I did carry for a long time, but then the terrorism cropped up, and then this screening became tough. So this is a traveling dand, but Prabhupada was very happy when his sannyasi disciples were carrying dand. Well, sannyas was awarded in 75 December, Then I go to Mayapur, first time ever in Mayapur. Now my dand becomes my passport or the morning walk. I was welcome to join morning walks. So there's another promotion. Earlier, hey, Brahman, hey, stay out. No, the others will keep us out. Hey, you stay behind. Even if we join, they'll send us back. Go back to Ashram, go back. But now we had access, we had a close association now. So one morning I walked Lotus Building. There were only a few buildings those days. Lotus Building was the first building and Long Building came on later on. So I climbed up. Prabhupada was already walking with his GBC sannyasis, and I reached the roof. I offered my obeisances, and I was about to join the team, and Prabhupada says, "Here comes Paramahams." He was not glorifying, or he was rebuking me. He was kind of getting on my case. And I was wondering, why is he calling me Paramahams? Here comes Paramahams. And then Prabhupada made morning walk, the talk. And he started explaining. You begin with Bahudak and the Kutichak and Bahudak and Parivrajak and then Paramahams. The trouble was why he called. My clothes, sannyasi clothes, were not bright saffron. Those days we were used to that no chemical dye, but the geruva, kya kehte hain? Geruva. Yeah, this some kind of dust or soil. So my clothes were faded and there was this little tinge of saffron, hardly anything. So Prabhupada thought, he's not following this principle. The clothes have to be saffron clothes. As saffron or bright as a fire. And that's a sign of renunciation. So I was had deviated from that principle. And Prabhupada, hey, here comes Paramahams. As I was back after sannyas in Bombay, and I proposed to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I would like to go back to Vrindavan, where I could study your books. Now I will have to preach. I will get the microphone all the time. I had to talk. So I should be studying your books thoroughly. Prabhupada said, no. You stay in Bombay, you preach in Bombay. You study in Bombay, you preach in Bombay. So he did not want us to become some kind of Goshti Anandis, renouncing because Prabhupada had given me lots of service in Bombay also. I was in charge of this, that, and Prabhupada did not want me to renounce that and rush to Vrindavan to do my bhajan. So this is something to learn from that. However, in 76, after Mayapur festival, this time Hansadut Swami Maharaj had come with German buses, and he wanted to travel all over India with his Nitai Gaur World Traveling Sankirtan Party. And we were kind of buddies. We both were Kirtaniyas, and he wanted also some Hindi speaker to. So he wanted me to join him. And Gopalkrsna Maharaj, Gopalkrsna Goswami Maharaj, my GBC from Bombay, he did not want me to join that party. And there's a tussle going on for a few weeks or months now. Hansuda wanted me to travel and preach with him. Gopalkrsna Maharaj wanted me to stay on in Bombay and do some management, preaching also. So finally, in Vrindavan, in Prabhupada's courtyard, there was a little court held. Prabhupada was the judge, and Gopalkrsna Maharaj and Hansadut Maharaj, and I was also there. And they were both making their case. And Gopalkrsna Maharaj says, Prabhupada, Lokanath Swami is a key man. And Bombay, how could he go? And like that, was going back and forth. But Prabhupada kind of released, what is this key man? Let him go, travel, preach. So at one time he did not want me to leave Bombay. You stay, study here, preach here, but then he allowed me to. And Prabhupada wanted all sannyasis to preach extensively. So then he, here in Vrindavan only, he asked me to start the Padayatra or Balakar Sankirtan traveling. And he said, now you go from Vrindavan to Mayapur. How? Walking. No air travel. Padayatra, not air yatra. And well, I was happy to accept. So, and that now is one Padayatra party was going on successfully in India. Then Prabhupada writes, saying, we could have millions of such carts all over the world. So he was expanding my preaching field. And this is also, Prabhupada is known for his big thinking. So, he was thinking like that. And so we had been following Prabhupada's instructions and executing his will. So following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, including Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada has mentioned in his talk that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes sannyas and our acharyas have taken sannyas and traveled extensively. Then Prabhupada took sannyas in Mathura in 59, and he became jet age Parivrajaka Srila Prabhupada ki. So that example is before all of us, and there is a dire need, there's so much need of propagation of Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us a goal. Prithvite ache jato nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe moranam. My name will be spread in every town, every village. So how many sannyasis that is going to take to reach every town, every village on this planet? So we are very happy that where these two Prabhus grew up, they were born here. Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Gopendra. Okay, Gopendra, not Upendra. Gopendra Prabhu were born in Krishna consciousness here, and they were brought up here, they were trained here, and they were made qualified here to preach. I also want to take this opportunity to the temple authorities here, Panchagauda Prabhu, headed by Panchagauda Prabhu and others, taking all the trouble of training these candidates, engaging these candidates, and certainly they are ready. Are you ready? Two of you, not everyone. Don't risk everyone. So we welcome We congratulate, we appreciate that they have come forward. Brajasundar Prabhu is also here. The further training, or they're put through such a rigorous regime. It took 7 years for Radha Shyam Sundar to come out and become, just last week we heard, okay, now he's approved and qualified, you could go ahead and take. Those were good old days. Prabhupada, I approached Prabhupada. I was 2.5 years in ISKCON. 2.5 years in ISKCON, I approached Prabhupada, I want to take sannyas. But Prabhupada did say, wait. And I was waiting for a little more time, maybe 6 months or 9 months. And then again approached Srila Prabhupada, because Sridhar Swami's sannyas was approved, Sridhar Das Brahmacharya. We were colleagues, we were together preaching. And so when his sannyas was approved, I approached Srila Prabhupada saying, me too, me too, me too. Like a kids in the family, one child gets some toys or some sweets, and then other child runs to the father, me too, daddy, me too, mommy, me too. So something like that. I was me too. And then there was some dialogue back and forth. Prabhupada was, he did, you are already sannyasi and this and that. But I was not buying all those proposals or then Prabhupada, you want to undergo the formality? Yes? Yes, Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada said, okay, join Sridhar. You both travel to Vrindavan. And Prabhupada was scheduled to, he was in Bombay, he was scheduled to travel to Kurukshetra. And Gopalkrsna Maharaj, Harikesh, and even Ambarish Prabhu and Harish Shauri, the small team traveled to Kurukshetra. Prabhupada was looking for land for ISKCON. And as Srila Prabhupada returned to Vrindavan, beginning of December, then on 6th of December 1975, Srila Prabhupada was kind to few of us that day to award us sannyas. So, Hari, if Maharaj is okay with Maharaj, or I would like maybe some of you Prabhus, Maharajas could say a few words of appreciation or congratulations.
We have a list of 18
Oh, okay. So, okay, here you go. You hear your name and then go for it.
So you have a long list of senior devotees and seniors. So I want to request
I'll be very, very brief. I'm very grateful. I'll be very brief.
Maharaj is going to speak in brief.
Because the word writing the holy way you speak by the glory of the devotees.
Because we have a big gathering here to speak about these two devotees.
So, before I left, I decided we chant this mostly last temple. It described the medallion of the
So before Maharaj left for attend the other program, he was about to speak about that verse, Ekam Samasta Parampanishta.
This is what it says. All the sannyas chant every day.
That's actually sannyasis used to chant this verse.
It is from the story of Vrindavan.
Since Prabhupada time.
It is from the story of Avanti Brahman.
This is the story of Avanti Bhikkhu.
Avanti Brahman was very rich, very miserly.
The story is like this: Avanti Brahman was very rich and very miserly.
He would not give a penny to anyone.
He was not giving any penny to anybody.
Everyone became his enemy.
Then everyone became his enemy.
And he conspired, and the rich Brahman became a pauper.
Then during the time that same rich Brahman became like a beggar.
So that Brahman was ridiculed by people as a very wonderful.
Then this Brahman was criticized everybody wherever he was going.
People would say, oh, he was rich, and then he became poor. It's miserable.
So then people used to say this Brahman, you are one time rich, now you are so poor.
Initially, the Brahman was sad. He lost all his wealth.
Brahman was very sad, he lost all his wealth.
And then that they turned into the drinker and meat whenever he does see it.
Then he started thinking of renunciation.
And he was sad. His soul, he said, his soul is a liberty.
Then this verse was sung by Avanti Bhikkhu Brahman.
This was also chanted by
This text was also chanted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
and this was the key point is that I am going to cross over the edge of the ocean upon the land and being fixed on the planet.
The key point of this verse is the firm decision he took that he will definitely cross over the sense by taking the center of lotus feet of Krishna.
But Mukunda, the giver of the bridge,
He wants to serve the feet of Mukunda, the giver of Mukti.
so a sannyasi has to be determined on an emotional path.
As sannyasi, you have to take determination to follow the devotional path.
Goswami says, Vachuvega manasatodavena, Vivavega udarapasana. One must have control and six urges and one to see.
So we have tried to, just like Rupa Goswami, so the 6 urges, Vacho Begam, Manasa Kota Begam, we should try our best to follow it.
Vachuvega, a speech, a sannyasi should be following the term and anything mundane.
So, Vacha Vega means sannyasi should speak all spiritual, nothing mundane.
Not prajatma.
No prajalpa.
Control the mind.
Control the mind.
Yeah.
Anger.
Lust and envy are three highways leading to hell.
Lust, anger, and greed are the 3 highways leading to hell.
Your anger.
So, give up anger. Then you should control belly and genitals.
So it's very important for a sannyasi to control his mind, body and sense.
So it's very important that sannyasi should control his mind, body and words.
You carry a feet and that means control over the body, mind and words.
So we have 3 dandas. So that means we should have control over mind, body and words.
So we can have control when we are chanting offenses.
So we can control when our chanting is offenseless.
So our endeavor should be to constantly improve our chanting.
So our endeavor should be to constantly improve our chanting.
Regularly study Prabhupada books.
Regularly read Srila Prabhupada's books.
Sannyasi has to be very careful in terms of female association.
Sannyasi has to be very careful in terms of female association.
Lord Chaitanya gave a perfect example in this area.
Lord Chaitanya gave a perfect example in this area.
The female disciples would often bring what he said.
So female disciples used to offer obeisances from a distance.
One should be very careful with regard to association also.
So one should be, sannyasi should be very careful regarding the association with women.
We have the example of Bhakti-Siddhanta-ji. When even when his he would have somebody sit in the room.
So we have the example of Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj Ji. When his sister used to come to see him, he should have a brahmachari with him.
So, Prabhupada has given a lot of instructions for sannyasis.
Prabhupada has given a lot of instructions for sannyasis.
We hope that
all the sannyasis should be very careful in following all the instructions of the Guru. Disciple of Swami is taking sannyas today. Gopendra. In Lel, he is in. ये वाला he in late 90s he moved into yeah. He came to from Bengal. He came to Delhi temple, and from there he came to Vrindavan temple. He has been in Vrindavan for a very long time. He was yes, Maharaj, he was a he was in the Sankirtan party earlier. He is very fond of reading the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we hope that in as a sannyasi he will preach in the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and spread the holy name every town and village. So ISKCON is the program is to spread the holy name in every town and village. So Radhesham Prabhu is also a very exemplary devotee. So after sannyas, he will take the responsibility for preaching. Hare Krishna. नहीं
Okay, now they are going to give the dress to both the candidates, and they will go for changing. During that time, we will invite the senior devotees to speak something about them.
यही यूज कर लो छोड़ा ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणे प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। ओम जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरि अथ संकल्प्य ओम हरि ओम तत्सत् गोविंद गोविंद गोविंद। ओम एवं पूर्वोच्चरितम् ओम श्रीमद्भगवदाग्नया भगवतकैङ्कर्यरूपम् ओम हरि ओम तत्सत् गोविंद गोविंद गोविंद। अस्य श्रीमद्भगवतो महापुरुषस्य विष्णोराज्ञया प्रवर्तमानस्य अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीयपरार्धे श्रीश्वेतवराहकल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टविंशतितमे कलियुगे व्यावहारिके षष्टिसंवत्सराणां मध्ये नलनाम विक्रमसंवत्सरे ओम दक्षिणायने हेमन्तऋतौ कार्तिकमासे कृष्णपक्षे अमावास्यां शुभतिथौ सोमवती अमावास्यां शुभतिथौ वासर इन्दुवासरयुक्तायां विशाखा नक्षत्रसंयुतायां भूमण्डले जम्बुद्वीपे भरतवर्षे भारतखण्डे मेधिभूतस्य सुमेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे गोदावर्याः उत्तरदिग्भागे यमुनायाः पश्चिमदिग्भागे मथुरामण्डलान्तर्गत श्रीवृन्दावनधाम्ने श्रीलप्रभुपादकरार्चित श्री श्री कृष्णबलराम श्री श्री राधाश्यामसुन्दर श्री श्री गौरनिताय चरणसन्निधौ कृपाकटाक्षानुसिद्ध्यर्थं सन्यासाश्रमप्रदानम् आचार्यश्रीहस्तेन अन्योन्यसहायेन कारयिष्ये। ओम भगवतो बलेन भगवतो वीर्येण भगवतस्तेजसा भगवतः कर्मणा भगवतः कर्म करिष्यामि। भगवानेव स्वनीयाम्या स्वरूपस्थिते प्रवृत्ते स्वशैकतैकरसेन अनेन आत्मना स्वकर्तृभावेन स्वाराधनैकप्रयोजनाय भगवान् स्वस्मै स्वप्रीतये स्वयमेव कारयते भगवान् वासुदेवः। नीचे बैठिए।
उनको समझा दिया, इनको बता दो क्या करना है। इनको बता दो क्या करना है, वो बोले
ऐसे घुटने पे बैठिए, घुटने पे बैठिए, घुटने पे बैठिए।
सबको बता दो क्या करना है, और माइक में बोलो।
Now the sannyas candidate will pray to Guru Maharaj to give the sannyasa ashrama.
The candidate should now say, Bho Guru,
बोलिए भो गुरु
Sampradaya, Sadhya, Sadhana, Sanushtana, Prajna, Asmin, Bharate, Samsaran, Mam Trahi, Sanyasam Dehi. The meaning of this is, O spiritual master, most knowledgeable in the process and goal of perfecting human life according to the bona fide sampradaya, please deliver me from the material ocean by granting me the order of sannyasa.
Hari Bol. Now the sannyasa candidate should pray to Guru Maharaj for giving the Kaupina. Om Maya Tarange Samsare Patitam Mam Samuddhara Kaupina Dehi Shuddhyartham Bhavatapa Nivaranam Kaupina Grahananaham Putosmi Iti Achirat Iha.
Please deliver this fallen soul from the graves of the material world. Bestow upon me the Kaupina to purify me and extinguish the suffering of material existence. Receiving this Kaupina, I shall very quickly become pure. Now, the respective spiritual masters are granting.
Again you have to repeat, again me. Om Bho Guru Bhikshupayogam Yoga Pattadikam Mam Grahaya.
The candidates are now again taking their spiritual master. O spiritual master, please give me the cloth and other items which are characteristic of a sannyasin. The Guru should say,
Om Yadi Evam Tarhe Praisha Ite Varatrayam Pathasva Bhadra.
the meaning of this is, O fortunate one, if you so desire this, then say Praisha 3 times. The candidate will now say Praishosmi 3 times.
Prasosumi, 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 prasosumi.
So this is to say that they are very sure of the vows that they want to take and having repeated Christ. Now, this man is going to give the cloth which is going to be covered. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All the senior devotees requested to give your blessings in the form of touching the sannyasi cloth.
हाँ ओके वहाँ जाओ Hare Krishna. So now we can take this opportunity to invite some senior devotees, sannyasis to speak. So first of all, I would like to, Panchavudpu, you want to speak first? You want to say first? We have a long list, so maybe 2 minutes each. Yeah.
2 minutes? Okay.
Because we have so many.
Srila Prabhupada ki. So Vrindavan is Srila Prabhupada's home. In Krishna Balaram Mandir, he personally installed Krishna Balaram Shri Gornitai Radhashama Sundar. And we can see that this is a very important occasion. Although sannyas is forbidden in the age of Kali due to the fallen nature of Kali Yuga, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's special mercy, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati ordered Srila Prabhupada, although Prabhupada was quite terrified to take sannyas, he didn't like the idea very much. But it's a wonderful opportunity and responsibility to spread the message of Krishna consciousness all over the world. I've known Radha Sundar Prabhu and Upendra. We've been together here for the last 30 years in Vrindavan. And they're very enthusiastic, strictly following the principles. But we have to be careful not to water down the philosophy or cut any corners. As we're spreading the Krishna consciousness movement, we want to uphold the Guru Parampara and the Vaishnava principles. So I hope that we can all stay very strict and follow Prabhupada's footsteps and save the fallen conditioned souls in the age of Kali Yuga. Srila Prabhupada ki.
So now we would like to Devakinandan Prabhu, because he has to go, I think he has to speak something. Okay, Guru Prasad Swami, okay.
लोकानंद महाराज भी आ गए, उनका नाम कटा हुआ था।
When Satsvarup Maharaj and Sri Dayananda Maharaj took sannyas, they told me that Prabhupada said to them, everyone will call you Maharaj, but you must remember that you are fool number one. So this is a very important principle. Amanina. A sannyasi should be the living emblem of the Shikshastika, especially verse 3 and 4 and 5, which actually, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is sambandha. This is what fixes us in devotional service. So, it's not easy to do these things, but a sannyasi, as it said in the Bhagavatam, Kritbhav Bakubir Viditan Namaste, Vivatte Ye Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak. They should give their heart and their mind and their words and their body to the service of everyone. A sannyasi should serve everyone. One devotee wanted to take sannyas from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So he said, you should do some humble service. And so he went to the kitchen and he spoke to the cook and he said, I'm supposed to do a humble service, and so I want to serve prasadam. And he said, oh, serving prasadam is not a humble service. It is a great service. You can wash the pots. So also as sannyasis, we should be, although sometimes in preaching and everything we receive a lot of respect and worship and adoration, we always have to remember that it's just passing through me. As Srila Prabhupada said, I'm just a postman. Of course, nowadays they don't have postmen, they just, everything's electronic, but so electronically or however, we should just be the via medium that someone is offering respect, as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would do, thus is me. That I'm your servant, but I'm performing this service for you. So as a sannyasi, one should always remember that this is my position. I'm just representing Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Guru Parampara, and all of this is simply, I'm an instrument on behalf of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Devikanandan Prabhu. Oh, you want to go? Devikanandan Prabhu wants. Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna. I was here in 1972 during Kartik when Srila Prabhupada had sannyas initiation, first, second sannyas initiation, as he said, Vrindavan Maharaj, Rupanuga Prabhu. And there were a few other sannyasis. We all know here, Guru Kripa and Yasodananda Swami, they also took sannyas at that time. And then there were two young boys. Prabhupada didn't even recognize. He asked, as they were walking around the courtyard at Radha Damodar temple, who are they? I said, I don't know, Prabhupada. He said, bring them in. So I brought them into Prabhupada's room in the morning, and Prabhupada said, what are you doing? They told Prabhupada they were preaching in South India at the time. And he said, well, what are your plans? And that was it. The boys, one boy said, 20 years old. He said, we're going to Vietnam to preach. That's like saying you were going to Hamas, the West Bank, to preach at that time. Big war. And as soon as Prabhupada heard their ideas to preach, his eyes became very big. He said, Acha, Vietnam. He said, you should take sannyas. So this was Prabhupada's criteria. Preaching, difficult preaching. And they were surprised. And then Prabhupada said, you pray at the samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami. And every day he said, now you go pray at the samadhi of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And finally he said, so, yes, Prabhupada will take sannyas. My godbrothers were upset. They said, who are these people taking sannyas? But Prabhupada, when he heard of their desire to preach in such conditions, that's all he needed. I'll keep it very short. That evening, they had this ceremony, initiation ceremony, the full moon, Rasayatra. Prabhupada said that Rupa Goswami attended. He said that Narada Muni attended. They attended several functions that Srila Prabhupada performed over the years. But he said they attended that function. I can't see. Prabhupada could see. We couldn't see. Early on he would say that. Did you see? Narada Muni was present and we don't see. Prabhupada would see. So it's a great, wonderful tradition that's being followed. You think Prabhupada himself, he was ideal sannyasi. Everything that he was ideal sannyasi. Even in his room here, he called me into his room one day. He said, sit down. His sister was there. He said, even she's my sister. He said, I shouldn't be alone with her. So Prabhupada himself, he set the example. He told me to tell the sannyasis on their foreheads they should stamp, keep in a cool place, like butter. You buy butter, it says on the package, keep in a cool place. So we know man is like butter, woman is like fire. So he said you have to keep that separation. So he also said here, as he said, Lord Chaitanya's time, 6 Goswamis were there. He said, we want to fill the courtyard with Goswamis. So this was Prabhupada's desire. It was being carried on in that way. So we're all very fortunate to be part of Srila Prabhupada's desire, fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's desire. So many dandas we want to see, all doing the same thing. Serving in Srila Prabhupada's mission, spreading this Krishna consciousness movement. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. So it's very auspicious and happy moment. I had a fortune to work with them when I became a temple person in 2002. We had some problem in Pujari department. Gopendra Prabhu, I believe him, Vaishnava Maharaj, Avdanand Maharaj, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, they were like same colleague. They were staying where Panchagauda Prabhu office is there, in that area. That was Sankirtan Ashram. So what to do? Gopendra Prabhu was very shastric and well versed. And of course we are also doing puja. So I spoke to Vaishnava Maharaj if he can spare. So Vaishnava Maharaj so kindly said, okay, if he wants, then we made him assistant head pujari. Right? Told you? And his job was to see the cleanliness, puja standard, and Mukundatta Prabhu was doing the management part. So that's where, things were going. Because when I came, there was a very troublesome situation. And I remember Prabhupada said, if there is any trouble, look into deity kitchen and devotee kitchen. So that's the two things we are looking at that time. So anyway, he did a wonderful service. I think still he's in Pujari department. Besides that, he has been helping me in UP. He goes in Eta and other places and does preaching. People, they like his classes, so shastric, so nice. And I pray and hope that Guruji will allow them to do the same service what they are doing. H.H.Lokanath Swami said, Prabhupada said, do it what you are doing. So that was the one thing. Other thing about Shyam Sundar Prabhu, that's again a coincidence actually. When I became a General Secretary for UP, after Vrindavan, there was only one temple in UP, that was Lucknow. And Varanasi was like making bread. So Shyam Sundar Prabhu was the temple person of Lucknow. And after Gaur Purnima, when I was coming, somehow or other, he got afraid of me and he left Lucknow. But nevertheless, we stayed in Vrindavan and served, and now